Alright guys, so we've got Kaister versus Zyper here in round number 2 of the Kings of the Old World tournament qualifier number 2. So we got Kaister as the Ottomans, we got Italians for Zyper, going for a very early market right now. Kaister's even ignoring all of his initial wood. So, I mean, the age up. I mean, the initial Vil trade time is that slow. So, I'm not even going to worry about a house initially. Gonna put the wood to a trading post that he has already got. So we got Great Coat coming out first of all before we're even seeing hunting dogs, which is interesting because you're not going to take villager damage at all. So I mean, it'll be the tiniest difference, but I guess you might as well take hunting dogs first if you haven't got the resources. I mean, if you have got the resources. Obviously, if you haven't, you can't. In which case, you go Great Coat first. I don't know. Or if you're not going to get the resources till age 2, because you just treasures. And here we go, Blunderbuss before he gets Gangsaw, which is interesting, because that only costs food. So wouldn't you go Hunting Dogs, Gangsaw, Blunderbuss? Or Hunting Dogs, Gangsaw, Placeable Mines, Blunderbuss? Your house already. Because, I mean, you're going to get attacked in this stage of the game. You might as well get all 3 tier 1 eco techs first, and then worry about your villager beef techs. Which, I don't know. Seems weird to be getting Blunderbuss unless, you know, you're already being attacked. And you're having to defend with fucking constantly garrisoning vills. Kaister finding a little bit of wood. Now he's going to worry about grabbing the wood. We get that first house. So Kaister's already aging off only 9 vills at the moment. Zyper's up to 15. But bearing in mind, Kaister's only shipped the bonus resources from his future crates, while we've got Zyper actually shipping capitalism over extra villages. Kaister shipping Sublime Port after having gathered quite a lot of food initially. That'll all go into wood. He's even getting the huge crate of food here. This is a huge investment into wood to get, because he's going to get 1280, which will turn into 1580 wood almost. Yep, a little bit in the bank there. Yeah, so it'll turn to about 1550 wood. So, Boundary Barracks, another trading post, and he can even add, you know, mosques, houses, market, everything at once, and then pretty much just worry about food and gold from here. So, I mean, the Jans and the Abus, they're going to be very food and gold intensive. But while this is all going on, Zyper's only just now aged up, and he's got an outpost wagon. He's gonna go outside this base, give him a little bit of vision over here. He's having the architect, he's having his explorer work away at the outpost. The architect having finished the other trading post. Sorry, I said outpost, the trading post. The Kaister with 3 trading posts is now shipping 700 food and getting the stagecoach upgrade behind this. So he's really gonna roll in the dough. Zyper going for shipment of gold, getting 5 musks. The multiple Janissaries should be able to actually take this down, the trading post down faster than that single explorer, especially considering Kaister will be getting more and more of them. Abus to back this up, because these will be forcing the Italian spade actually have to field some cavalry here in order to pick the Abus off. We're going to have trading post for trading post. And Buck the Wolf getting killed off. Kaister actually just too slow to deny that one last scholar run. But at the same time, there'll be another one to come through here for Kaister. Just moving the Abus guns in, he should be able to pick off the explorer, and he's microed them back well because he doesn't want to overcommit in the case that Zyper had responded. So now Zyper's got too much for Kaister to really stick around with just the Abus. He's done well to pick off the explorer, and a couple of muskets going into this, and he's got his whole army here now with the rest of the Janissaries and more units in the queue. So now Zyper's having to back off because he doesn't really have an answer to the Abus when they've got some Janissaries to tank for him. They can basically sit there, really rack up the extra damage. Some of the Jans just harassing Zyper at the moment. So he switched to all coin over XP at the moment, but Zyper in the meanwhile has got some Papal Lancers that he's shipped in here. So these guys will splash damage across one another and off the muskets, which will just help them be a little bit sturdier. Even though these Lancers, are running into theoretical counter against Cav, if they can break through the line and get on these Abus, they can be to great effect for Zyper here. So he's only got the one left, and that's an impressive number of Abus guns now. Both of them now falling. So Zyper's got to make something happen here. He's got to be able to stay on this trading post because Kaister's now snatched the other one off him. He'll need to be constantly taking favourable fights if he doesn't manage to equalise the trading post score. Focusing on the explorer there might have spelled Zyper's army's doom, because he's now really able to thin out the Janissary count enough to then get on the Abus guns or get away from the explorer that goes down now. So this is a bit of XP back Zyper's way, but he's now fallen dramatically relative to Kaister. this opening game on Corlan. It's been fast and furious. Architect is fleeing for his life. A pair of Avis will chase, the rest staying to clean up the trading post.
Qual è l'edificio?
He's on the run. Man on the lam. Meanwhile, this hunt is being denied by the fact that units constantly streaming across here. Kaister gonna pinch another trading post off Cyper here, so really smooth opening here on his Ottomans. He does eventually snatch up that architect. The outpost now under threat. Like Kaister, he's got enough here to just basically pick it off. It's been neither here nor there for Zyper, so it will fall. Only snatching up marginal XP in response. So Zyper going to Fortress, Kaister going to Fortress. Both of them at 40% of the way there. And the Explorer being picked up and then picked off once again. So that's a great find there by Kaister, and Zyper forced to wall in and just contain the bleeding for now. He's shipped some Paviciers. Davis would chip away at them just as well. While the Jan's going to just focus down structures. Pair of barracks here for Zyper, but at the moment doesn't really seem to have anything in the queue except a villager. So things looking really rough for him in this game. I believe it's a game 1 in this series. The racks falling now. Some great Jan count, able to take a favourable fight against the Paviciers inside the base of Zyper. Kaister even bringing back the Hussars now, because he can look at catching the Vils if they stick around for the fight. They're going to clean up the last of the Paviciers on the Vils, forced to garrison and get outside the base. But this means Kaister's free to clean up any of this he wants. We'll just keep chasing the Vils even. Papa Lancers ship once again by Zyper, but Kaister just seems to have an unending stream of units because Zyper hasn't been able to respond at all to him while this has all been going on, and GG is called.